What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. It's Thursday, Friday, Junior. Now, I have a question. As I was reading the comments, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and let the diva know that you stopped by. I was like, what is this? It's a little tag that was on here. I'm going to tell you what happened to me yesterday. And then I'm going to tell you, and then I have a question for y'all. Okay, what is that? Okay, so go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, let me know that you stopped by, and we're going to talk and see. But yesterday, yesterday I told you that I was going to take my son out for his birthday. So we went to the movies. One of the little things was we was going to the movies, right? Because he wanted to see Spider-Man. I kept telling him no, because I wanted him to see it on his birthday. Because when I tell you, Miles Morales, my son, I call him Miles sometimes. That's how much he loves Miles Morales. Everything is red and black. His glasses that he wears to school, his shoes, everything is red and black. He loves Miles Morales. And it's so important for little black boys to be able to see superheroes that look like them. I was so like, when I was watching it, I was getting emotional. Yes, at a goddamn animation. I was getting so emotional because I kept looking over at his face, and he was just so like happy. And then when he was doing stuff and flying and going through the air and stuff like that, he was so happy. And it made me so happy to see a little black boy on screen, a superhero. And then my little black son right here is just like in awe and just so happy. I was overjoyed because it's so important. That's why representation is so important. This is why it's important for children to be able to see I can be a superhero too. Superheroes are not all white and blonde women. None, it's just not. So I was really proud. The movie was incredible. The animation was on out of 10 to 10 out of 10. I love that the animation looked exactly like a comic book with the very small details you could see. It was just a great story about him, coming into his own and learning that you got to keep trying and you got to have the heart to do things, and you just got to keep going and keep trying. I thought it was great. I thought it was a great movie. It was beautiful. I loved it. I could see his little curly hair. I just loved it. His little hair, like the details, even in the hair, it was just amazing. If you haven't gone to see it, then go see it. But he loved it. So anyway, so I go and picked him up from school a little bit early, and they're like, where are we going? I said, we have an appointment at 4:30. So that's what time the movie started. I left work a little early to go get them, and the movie started at 4:30. I also want to take him to his favorite restaurant, and it's by the movie theater. So I was like, okay, there's other movie theaters, but I don't know if the movie theater that's by the restaurant that he likes to go to is playing Spider-Man. So I find out that it is actually playing. The other one was going to play was playing later. Anyway, so I go pick them up. On the way over there, all of a sudden, like as we're about to pull into the parking lot of the mall, where the mall is, because that's where the movie theater is and the little restaurant that he likes to go to, I get a thing on my dashboard that says tire pressure low tire pressure, some shit. Ooh, y'all coming fast. I was like, wait, and so I have a tire that was low before, so I thought it was that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go put some air in it or whatever. Hop out the car, because I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna put some air in it later. We hop out the car. You can hear the air coming out of the tire. There was a piece of metal in my rear tire that was probably about this big sticking out of the tire, and about as thick as a pen or a pencil. Like, what the fuck? Okay, and it was around 4:15. I was like, shit! I was like, okay, because the tire was just going down. Luckily, in the damn mall parking lot, there is a Goodyear tire, honey. I was like, we going over here. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe we can make it to the other movie theater by 6. Of course, I think we can have everything done within an hour or whatever. But then I was like, fuck, and then I'm thinking like, how much money is this gonna cost? And I'm just thinking about all of these things, but still trying to be like, we're gonna celebrate your birthday today, we're gonna go to the movies. Because he was like, where are we going? And then like when we got out of the car, I'm like, we're going to the movies. And he was like, what? Yes! He was excited. We go to the tire place, I hop out the car, I tell the man like, look, we're trying to celebrate his birthday, how fast can you get this done? He was like, well, where's the movie? I mean, is the movie right here? And I was like, yeah. He was like, go to the movies. When you out, your car will be ready. And yes! Ow! But then I was thinking the whole time while the movie was playing, I hope this man don't try to give me the, I didn't even ask the price. I didn't even nothing. He was like, okay, well, if you don't have time, I can give you a spare for right now. You just pay for a spare and we'll put it on the car and you'll be on your way. Oh, we're gonna go to the movies. He was like, okay, so about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I was like, yeah. He was like, okay, well, I could get you your tire, another tire exactly like the one you have. This is gonna take a second, but if you go to the movies and come back, we'll have your car ready. He called me right when the credits were rolling, honey, to say, Miss Kelly, your car is ready. After we got, I was so happy. And then he found the tire exactly like the tires on my car, so it wasn't too expensive. I'm glad that I had my extra money so that I could pay for that tire, because I was like, oh my God, we are not going to ruin your birthday celebration, your birthday dinner in a movie. Everything worked out after, after we get out of the movie theater, I don't know if it was my nerves or what. One, I hadn't eaten all day. I had just drinking actually some Perrier and some coffee. I'm gonna eat when we go out to dinner, I'll eat. I started feeling sick. My head started hurting. I was like, okay, I hadn't drank enough water today. I'm probably dehydrated. I'm thinking to myself. And so we sit down and we order our food or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait. I'm about to order. I'm thinking to myself what I'm going to eat and everything like that. I was ordering my food with enthusiasm. Nigga, I started getting so sick when I tell you. Like I have food poisoning sick. That's how I was feeling, right? Like food poisoning sick. Like I kept like, what do you call it when you feel like you want to burp but you want to throw, I don't know what they call it, but anyways, that's what I was feeling like. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to say anything. And then my older son was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Go, like, eat your food. I said, mommy just has a headache. I'll be all right. My headache started getting worse. They finished their food, they got their dessert or whatever, and as we're walking out to the car, I started feeling like I was about to pass the fuck out. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know if it was a combination of an emergency tire change, spending money, then like being nervous about like, okay, I have to spend the money, then I didn't eat, and then it was just, I think it might have been just a combination of everything. I ran up, I took one bite out of my food, put everything in a to-go thing, and then I got home and I got really sick. Took a shower and just laid down. I was in the bed by 7:30. I don't know what the hell, I don't know what it was, but I had a really, really bad headache. I think it was the combination of not eating, my nerves, worrying about this car, the tire, and the money being spent, and then being thankful that I did have some extra money for that. It was $140, and I'm glad I just had some extra money for that. And I'm glad he didn't like try and give me a real expensive tire, you know what I mean? So I was thankful for that, but I think it was a combination of a whole bunch of things. And that was yesterday. I was just like, what the fuck happened? But I maintained everything, and party plans were not affected in any way, which was the most important thing for me. That was what happened yesterday. Oh my God, look at all this traffic. I have a question for y'all about, I saw a couple of comments in yesterday about Cardi B, me referencing Cardi B as being black. Okay, and I have this question, and I want to know that I noticed that a lot of black Americans do not like when Afro-Latinos are referred to as black, or even people from Africa are referred to as black. I have a question. Is the reason why black Americans do not like when Afro-Latinos or anyone from the diaspora is referred to as black because they're not descendants of American chattel slavery? Or is it the reason because they believe that they don't have the same experiences as Black Americans? Or is it because they speak another language? What is the aversion or the irritation when an Afro-Latino is referred to as Black? Like, she doesn't call herself Black. Well, if I was Dominican and Trinidadian, I would say I'm Dominican, but I would also say I'm Black. You understand what I'm saying? There is a lot of anti-Blackness within our own community and within the Afro-Latino community, to where they don't even want to be called Black or referred to as Black or anything like that. And they look at being Black as some kind of issue. So is that, I mean, we have anti-Black issues within American descendants of American chattel slavery. So I want to know, what is the issue when Cardi B or any Afro-Latino is referred to as Black? Why do Black Americans have an issue with that? Afro-Latinos have an issue with that. They're like, I'm not Black, I'm Puerto Rican, or I'm not Black, I'm Dominican, or I'm not Black, I'm Trinidadian. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out what is the issue, because I believe it's a real, like, and then like somebody in the comments said Cardi B called somebody a dark monkey. I've heard other Black people call each other dark black ass tar baby monkey ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what's the difference? Because is the term Black, do we believe it's only reserved for Americans that are descendants of chattel slavery? That's my question. Because I just don't understand why everybody's just like, she's not Black, she's not Black, she's not Black. She doesn't even refer to herself as Black. No, she says she's Dominican and Trinidadian. So, and Black, you know, it's not, is it only reserved for Americans? American descendants of chattel slavery? Is that what it is? Is it because they don't have the same Black American experience? But Afro-Latinos do, in some communities, are treated exactly the same way as descendants of American chattel slavery. So what is it? Can somebody please explain it to me? Because, like, Afro-Latino is letting you know they're Latino from Africa, they're African, of African descent. African American is letting you know that we're Americans of African descent. And those are facts. So you're African American, you call yourself Black. You're Afro-Latino, you call yourself Black. Because of where you came from, because of where your ancestors are from. What is it? I really would like to know, because I know because when I was growing up, I knew some Puerto Ricans, and it was okay. Like, as I was growing up, I started seeing a lot of Puerto Ricans refer to themselves as Black, and I always remembered, oh, y'all, like 10 years ago, y'all did not want to be called Black. You understand what I'm saying? And I was like, or wasn't proud, or didn't acknowledge your Blackness. So I don't know what it is. Because somebody can please help me out, because I'm just like, anybody from the diaspora, is the word Black just for African Americans? Because even Africans don't want to be called Black. They want to be called African. So what is it? There's a lot of nuances here, and I don't know. I don't understand why it's just like, no, she's not Black. Don't say she's Black. She's not Black. She doesn't even claim to be Black. She does claim to be Afro-Latino. So, I mean, the word Black, is that what we're hung up on? I mean, like, what is it? I don't get it. So can somebody please explain it to me? That's all I really wanted to know in regards to that. I see the Gina Rodriguez story that I kind of mentioned yesterday is getting some traction on Twitter this morning. With her crying at Sway Show, saying that her father was dark skinned, and all. Her father looks like Ricardo Montalban. You know who he is from Fantasy Island. Her father looks like Ricardo Montalban, the same complexion. But my father is dark skinned. Shut up! Shut your goddamn mouth. You say some anti-Black shit. Black people say anti-Black shit. So you talking about the community that loves me so much. Okay, we're holding you accountable for the things that you say. Whether you intended to say it or not, don't play the victim, bitch, because you were saying shit that was anti-black. Zendaya said something about black women and you're like correcting her to just leave out black and just say women. Like, come on, girl. And those tears were fake. The whole demonstration was fake. If I was your goddamn agent, I would call you and say, bitch, you could have done better than that. You look like a damn amateur up there. You couldn't cry better than that? Anyways, that really got me pissed off because that's the shit. Like, and you know, you say we internally, black folks say anti-black shit. Do you hear me? I've been told, I don't even want to say it because it's so ridiculous, about dark-skinned people, light-skinned people, all this other shit. That's an issue. Colorism, anti-black shit. We say anti-black shit to each other. So it is possible, Gina Rodriguez, for you to say some anti-black shit. Whether you intended to say it or not, we're holding you accountable and keeping you honest. Don't play the victim when it happens, bitch. Fuck out of here. My damn glasses on. Anyways, what else is going on? I'm gonna be late. What else? What is going on? Can somebody please explain to me what is going on in Venezuela and why did this man take over the government and say he was going to be the president? And why can't we do that over here? There's a lot of things that are set up not to make people feel like they're included in this process and they're not. Because where can we go? I need somebody who has some political knowledge. Where can we go to change the requirements for being, where can we start to change the requirements for being the president of the United States? Because there's only 2 requirements to be the president of the United States, and it's not enough. It is not enough. I believe, I've said it before, but yes, you got to be 35 and a U.S. citizen. George Zimmerman can be president if he ran. You understand what I'm saying? So I think there should be some qualifications. I don't know what made me think about George Zimmerman, but I think there should be some more qualifications on what it takes to be the president of the United States. And I think one of them should be some type of civil or military service. I believe you either have to have been in like a senator or a governor or a mayor, some kind of civil duty service job, or have served honorable discharge, served in the military. Even Queen Elizabeth has served in the military. Yeah, you gonna let me over, bitch? The fuck out of here. What's wrong with people? What does it do? What is that about people who are like, you intentionally don't want to let people over? Or what is that? I mean, I do it sometimes. I'm trying to figure out what's the psychology behind that. Maybe it's like, I don't know what it is. I can't even begin to try to theorize it. But anyways, yeah, what is the requirements and where can we start so that we can change this? Because that can't happen again. Whatever this man in office, and I love that Nancy Pelosi is telling him, you cannot do the State of the Union, and you really believe that you're really going to do State of the Union. Here's what should happen. No major television broadcasting company should air if this man decides to go live on Facebook. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna deliver the State of the Union, god damn it. Because it's not, he don't want to deliver the State of the Union. He wants to have that man, when I tell you that man, it's like when I can feel it like right in my solar plexus. He's sick. Like something is wrong with that person. Like he needs a psychological exam. We need to do a lobotomy. Ben Carson can go ahead and do the lobotomy, take out the piece that we need to analyze, let him sit in front of the camera unable to speak while we are testing his brain, and then determine why does he behave like this? What is it that he behaves in this manner? What is it? Because all he wants to do is be in front of a camera. He just wants to be in front of a camera. It doesn't matter He don't care about, he does not care about a Democrat. He does not care about a Republican. Donald Trump cares only about himself. Being the president was on his bucket list. And as a white man in America, he was allowed to do it because they are allowed to do fuck shit, even though they're fuck motherfuckers and they don't have no goddamn experience at all, but being on television. And here you are. At least Ronald Reagan was the governor before he went to be the president. Like, come on. At least have some kind of experience. You have no experience. You don't know nothing about foreign policy. You don't know anything. I really hope that I hope that Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats, they do not cave with this wall situation, because the bottom line of the wall situation is that he's a real estate developer. And for him to have, as a real estate developer, to build a wall on the border of Mexico and the United States and have your name Trump on it, that is a great accomplishment for someone like that crazy, psychotic, narcissistic, gaslighting, fat, obese motherfucker. That is an accomplishment for him. So I want to know, I hope that they don't cave, because that's going to be a fuck show. And I mean, I don't know. I just hope she doesn't cave. And I'm glad she's just like, no, you're not delivering the State of the Union. You're not invited to deliver the State of the Union. So no, you can't deliver because the government is shut down. And you are putting the Americans that you love so much, the people that your base, a lot of these government workers are Trump supporters. A lot of them aren't, but a lot of them are. And they're about to start, they're losing everything. Half these people can't even get to work. People in this country live paycheck to paycheck. One check away from being homeless. So now you can't pay your rent. The person you're renting from, they got to pay their mortgage. So what are they going to wait for? They're going to wait for you to get, I mean, like, what? Are people going into their 401ks? What is happening? Do they have 401ks, that they could possibly go into? Is the people in the 401ks, are they going to say, well, we're not going to give you any penalties because we know that the government is shut down? I mean, like, what the fuck is going on? These poor people. Get you a city job, get you a federal job, get you no. Let's see what's on the radio. Oh, Ellie Mae. Tripping on You. That's my shit. I love that song. That song is arranged and produced perfectly. Tripping on You. But anyways, yeah, those were my questions this morning. So the people, let me know. You ethnic scholars, let me know why Black Americans do not like for Afro-Latinos to call themselves Black, or don't like for other African Americans to refer to African Latinos as Black. So what's that about? Cardi B's not Black. Cardi B's not Black. Cardi B's not Black. Okay. No. But Nicki Minaj is Black? Because I hear y'all saying Nicki Minaj is Black. Nicki Minaj wasn't even born in America. Woo, shit. I'm just saying. Why? Because she speaks another language? I mean, doesn't Nicki Minaj speak whatever language they speak over there? It's not patois. Is it patois? Don't give me the line. But do she speak patois? Because what's his name is Jamaican. But yeah, so let me know, and then let me know about the government shutdown, and how do we start to change the criteria of what you need to become the president of the United States. That needs to change, like, right a goddamn way. You should not be able to be the president of the United States if you have not served in the military. Period. How the fuck are you the commander-in-chief and have never done no civic duties? None. Woo, shit. Anyways, y'all, that's my time. I ain't gonna spend too much time. Yesterday was long enough. Y'all have a wonderful day. Take care of each other, and we'll talk soon.